Hey y'all, how's it going? We're back at it again with week 6 of Blazing Aura card reveals, the next set of Fusion World that's about to drop. Now, we've got some pretty cool card reveals this week. We're going to try and expand on these card reveals with explain why these cards are so good, as we've done before, but with more visuals on the tech cards. So let's start off. First off, we have Rumshi. Not sure how to pronounce that, but it's a 30k body, 5 cost, 10k combo red card with the traits God of Destruction Universe 10. Effect on play. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 30k power or less and KO it. Now, this card, at first glance, I liked it. The ability to knock out a card with 30k power is pretty strong. You play this with Beerus, most likely. That means you could take out cards with 40k power or less. And if you have something like a Whis on the field, then you could take out a Brawly. However, it being a 5 cost is pretty costly when we already have cards like God Kamehameha. Now, God Kamehameha does the same thing that this card does, however, only costs 1 to 2 energy. 2 energy if you have battle cards on the field. But if you have no battle cards on the field, then it only costs 1 energy. However, if you do have a field, then this card costs 2. And the main difference between this card and God Kamehameha is this card's a 10k combo and has a 30k body, which is pretty good stats. 10k combo is always nice to have. 30k body is pretty nice. However, for 5 energy, a 30k body is kind of underwhelming. Now, I'm not saying this card is bad. If you want to use it, by all means use it. There's nothing wrong with running 10k combo cards. You could combine it with the 1-drop Whis. So say you have 6 energy, you use this, and then you use Rumshi. That's already getting rid of a double strike card. Or if you're using Beerus again, then you pretty much could get rid of a Brawly pretty easily for a 6 energy. You can already get rid of Brawlies with 6 energy, usually. But more options to get rid of an 8 cost Brawly or Cell isn't bad. We also have cards like Mafuba. You could use 15, reduce a card's power by 15k. So reduce it by 15k, use Rumshi, reduce it by 30, and then knock it out to 30k. That is pretty powerful. Another tech card that we have is Fua. You could use Fua, reduce it to 30k, summon Rumshi, knock it out. However, that is a 7 cost combo. Not really unheard of. Sometimes you need to go to 7 energy to try and take out the big cost cards. Again, mostly Brawly and now Cell. And then the final card we have is Zone Gohan Adolescence. If you have this card on the field, it attacks. If they have a 40k body on the field, say the Goku Block 6 drop, you summon Rumshi, takes it out. Or you attack, and then you use Beerus' effect, or if you're in a Whis, just take out whatever you want. This is not a bad card, but I'll be honest, for me, it is not a super amazing card. 10k body is nice to have. If anything, if you run this card, just run out 1 copy if you really want to. 2 copies seems kind of excessive, especially for its cost. But 1 copy doesn't seem that bad if you really want to run it. Personally, I'll probably run 0 copies of this card. If I want to experiment with it, I'll try 1. But for now, 0 copies seems fine. 1 to 0 copies. Next card on the list is Frieza. 20k body, 3 cost card, 10k combo with the traits Frieza Clan and Frieza's Army. With the effect Auto your turn, once per turn, when this card is switched to active mode by a skill, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 4 or less that can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. Now, I really like this card. Again, 10k combo. I always like 10k combos. Frieza's Army, that's always good to have in a Frieza deck. Could synergize with Ginyu or any other Frieza Army card. Has Frieza Clan, so it could synergize with Shield if you want to go that route. 20k body is decent. It fits with the rest of the 20k body stuff in yellow. However, for 3 energy, 20k body is kind of lacking. I kind of wish it was a 25k. However, I can understand like its ability is pretty strong. Being able to keep something in rest mode. However, it can only be a 4 or less, which is honestly fine. Completely fine with that. Clearly, it synergizes with cards like Golden Frieza. So, say you have Golden Frieza and you have this card, you're pretty much having 2 cards stuck in rest mode. It's also similar to Goldo, so for 5 energy, you could pretty much use Goldo and use the new Frieza and double tap 2 cards for keep them in the rest mode. These cards are both also similar. This is a 10k combo, that card's a 10k combo. However, this one can actually do damage to your opponent with a 20k body. Goldo cannot really damage anything with its 5k body. However, Goldo has the advantage that it can keep any card in permanent rest mode, when this card can only keep 4 cost and below cards in rest mode. The trade-off for being able to attack, but a worthy one. And not only that, this card synergizes with a card that was revealed a few weeks ago, Bulma. The reason I say that is because Bulma has an effect where if you have a rest mode battle card with a cost of 3 or more, you draw 1 card. So, even though this card is lacking in combat potential, because it's a 3 cost, it does have synergy with this Bulma, allowing to at least draw cards. I believe we will be playing more 3 cost cards in Frieza, at least when we're running the 1 drop Bulma card. So moving on to the next card, we have Zeno. 20k body, 6 cost, 10k combo, blue card with the universe trait. I believe it's the first time we've seen this trait. I could be wrong. With the effect on play, choose all cards in the battle area other than this card and place them at the bottom of their owner's decks in a random order. Now, I really do like this card. This is honestly such an amazing card. Probably the best card I've seen blue get. And it's one of the best cards I've seen in this game so far, period. This is pretty much just an emergency plan B type card. You play this, everything gets bottom deck. They don't go back to hand. They don't go to the drop. They get bottom decked, which means they're pretty much gone for the rest of the game. Unless you're playing, even if you're playing green, like, unless you're playing Go On, you're very unlikely going to see those cards again. Like, they're just going to be at the bottom of the deck. That means they're pretty much gone. This card is just amazing, like, and it has a 20k body. I'm glad it has a decent amount of attack. Blue can, if you're playing blue, you definitely have enough like combo power to make this like a 30k body easily. So I approve this card. I think this is a pretty well designed card. Blue definitely needed this. I'm glad that blue got it out of everything. And I would highly recommend running at least 2 copies of this in like every blue deck. Like, there's no reason not to. It's a 10k combo. It's just an emergency backup plan. If you don't have the space, try running at least 1. But I highly recommend 2. Like, if you don't need it, just use it for combo. But you may need it, so you might as well run 2. Why not? It's nice to have. At least run 1. But this card is top tier, and it's just so good. It's only rare too. Like, it's not super rare or anything like this. Those are rare. I would highly recommend running this card. Top tier card. 10 out of 10. On to the next reveal. We have Android 17, Android 18. A green 20k body, 4 cost card with 10k combo, Android trait. With the effect on play, place 2 cards from your energy in your drop. If your leader is Android 17, add up to 3 cards of Android and their special traits from your drop to your energy. Now, I like this card a lot. It's a ramp card, 20k body. It's very similar to the Vegeta ramp card that we are already using. However, this specifically works with Android 17. You summon it, you place 2 cards from your energy in your drop, and then you get the 3 cards. If you have 3 Android cards in your drop, you put them in your energy. This basically means this card pseudo only costs 1 energy, because the card you take from your drop and put into your energy are active. So you have 3 active energy on the turn that you play this card. That's pretty nice. Like, when Vegeta uses his ramp, I believe it puts the card in rest mode into your energy. So you don't really gain anything out of it. I mean, you do ramp, but you just have 5 rested energy. By playing this card, you have 3 active energy at least on turn 4. So you have a lot of options to play cards. You could play the 3 cost Android 17. You could play the 2 cost Android 18 and still have an energy to spare. You could play Krillin. And the reason I mention this card is because it says permanent, your opponent can't attack Android 18 in your battle area. And this new card has Android 18 in its name. That means that this Krillin card actually protects that ramp card. They can't attack it. And that's kind of funny. Like, this is not like an amazing card, but it would protect that card and protect the 2 cost 18 and protect the double strike card. Like, this card could actually start seeing play in Android decks, at least in like a more fun, gimmicky way. You could also just use Destructive Strength. You want to ramp. You have 3 energy. You can ramp 2 to 3 times on that one turn. Say you have Jero's Lab, turn 3. Turn 4, you use it. You ramp to 5. You use Android 17, 18. You ramp from 5 energy to 6 energy. And then you use this. You ramp from 6 energy to 7 energy. Or you could even use the card from last week. Well, not last week, a few weeks ago. Trunks Future. When you have 5 or more energy, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your energy in rest mode. So you can go from 4, 5 to 6 energies. It's kind of absurd. You'll be at 5 energy, 6 energy, 7 energy. So fast, you can actually just turbo your energy. People may start running Destructive Strength and possibly Trunks Future with the androids. And that's pretty interesting. Maybe a mix of Saiyans and androids. Could be cool. But let's see, on to the next card. We have Son Gohan Adolescence. 20k body, 3 cost card with 5k combo. With the traits Saiyan, Earthling, Universe 7, and Tournament of Power, or TOP as I'll be calling it. Effect: permanent your turn. If your leader is awakened, this card gets 5k power. And when attacking, add to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and it gets negative 15k power per turn. Now, when I first looked at this card, I thought, this seems solid. There's another card that this card is similar to, and that's the 4 cost Gohan that has 25k power and critical. And when it attacks, it reduces a card's power by 10k combo. However, this card costs 1 less energy. But however, on your opponent's turn, also has 5k less power. So that would be the main difference. This card is far more offensive than the other 4 cost Gohan is. However, it also reduces cards' power by 5k more and is a self-awakener. Like, some people are saying, well, just replace the 4-cost Gohan for this card. I could see that. However, you could just run both if you really wanted to. Or if you really want, you could replace the 4-drop Gohan and run this. I can see a lot of decks playing this card. It's really strong. It being Universe 7 and having TOP and its traits just makes it so good. Like, you can pair it with any of the red leaders. With starter deck Goku, you could defend it on your opponent's turn with the 5k power increase, or you could just, on your turn, when you attack, it's a 30k body for 3. And this Goku can really utilize the the debuff properties that this card has. Beerus obviously uses the debuffs well. 3 cost, negative 15k. The Beerus, negative 10k. This negative 25k. You're pretty much getting rid of all 2 to 3 cost cards in the game easily. Or just get rid of blockers, get rid of whatever you need. Makes sense. What's with Universe 7 Goku? On offense, again, that Gohan would be a 30k body for 3. And this Goku really likes to self-awaken. Honestly, all the red leaders like to self-awaken, but this Goku the most likes to self-awaken. And for a 3 cost, definitely arguably better than the 4 cost Gohan. This Goku likes to swarm the field, so at 3 cost, being able to use that 1 extra energy for a TN or maybe a Android 18, what have you, is very useful. However, because it has TOP trait, it definitely synergizes with the new Son Goku leader. This leader lets you use 1 energy and discard 1 cost to play up to 1 battle card with 20k power or less and tournament power and special trait. This Gohan has all of that: 20k power, 3 cost, tournament power. So it hits all the check marks to be able to be utilized with this card. So instead of playing Gohan for 3 energy, you play him for 1 energy. Now, what makes this even nuttier is you would play it with a new card, Kefla. Kefla, on play, you draw 1 card, then play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less, and tournament power and a special trait from your hand. You use Kefla, you can summon Gohan, and you draw 1 card. But Kefla also synergizes with the new Son Goku leader because Kefla is a 20k body by default, and because it becomes a 25k on the field. So you discard 1, use 1 energy, play Kefla, Kefla summon, plays Gohan, you draw 1 card, so you pretty much didn't lose any cards, and you summon 2 25k bodies on the field. That's pretty strong. I can see this being played quite a bit. Definitely in tournament power, TOP. Definitely, and honestly, this wouldn't be that bad in Universe 7. Maybe you would see this combo in Beerus, and a more aggro version of Beerus. And definitely could be run in the starter deck Goku deck. Goku wouldn't mind playing Kefla. Why not? You may play other TOP cards with starter deck Goku. The only downside is this combo requires TOP cards traits. So you would have to run this Gohan, maybe the new TNs, Rosie, stuff like that. But based on the new cards we'll see if this combo can synergize with other decks more. But definitely with Universe 7 and definitely with TOP Goku, this Gohan is going to be pretty strong. Like, offensively, it's just so good, and being able to reduce cards by 15k, it is pretty strong. But yeah, moving on to the next card, we have Sun Gohan Future. A 30k body, 5 cost green card with 10k combo. Saiyan Earthling traits. With the effects permanent, all of your battle cards of a cost of 3 can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills. And end of your turn, choose one, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand, and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and KO it. Now this card, I do like it. 30k body, 10k combo, that's always nice to see. For a 5 cost, 30k is not amazing. However, I believe its second ability does pay off and actually work for green. Green likes to, they need to deal with swarm cards. Swarm cards tend to be 2 cost. So being able to destroy KO 3 cost cards and below is very useful. Its first effect honestly is kind of whatever to me, at least currently. All your battle cards with a cost of 3 can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills. Alright, I mean, there's not too many 3 cost cards in green that you would want to protect or really need to play. Sure, there's the Android 17.3 drop, but that's honestly whatever to get removed. If it gets removed, it gets removed. We have the 3-drop blocker trunks that some Gohan decks tech in like 1 or 2 copies. Any green deck could really play this, but mainly Gohan. And the main card that this would synergize with is, again, the Trunks Future that was revealed a few weeks ago. This card clearly synergizes with this Gohan because when it's a card with a cost of 5 or more is removed from the battle area by your opponent, this card gets 10k power until the end of your next turn. Gohan is a 30k body. Trunks sees Gohan get removed. He becomes a 30k body. Clear synergy. And at the end of your turn, you play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. Again, just summon this card or even this card. They both help you ramp. But you can summon any 3 drop or below, so you could summon the 2 cost Android 18. You could summon one drops like Goku or Gohan. The one cost Gohan could actually just search for this Gohan and add it to your hand because it's a 5 cost Saiyan. But that's a plus, just adding a decent 10k combo to your hand. This card technically can help you ramp if you use the 3 cost Trunks. This honestly is not a bad card. It's just, I don't think it's that amazing with what we currently have. Like, I would definitely try this with the new Cell Leader. Playing around 5 energy. Why not? Maybe it could even work with Android 17. I'm not sure how an Android Saiyan fusion deck would work, but maybe it could. But for me, this card is okay. I'm definitely going to try it with Cell, but with the other green leaders, it seems like kind of like fluff. It's kind of unnecessary. We already have the 4 cost Vegeta to ramp and destroy cards. And then we have the 5 cost Gohan that can destroy KO 4 cost and below cards. So this card is like trying to do a lot of things at the same time, and I don't feel like it does one thing amazing that another card doesn't already do. But having options isn't bad. Like, if you want to run this card, I don't really see the fault in it. Maybe you run like 2 copies, 1 to 2 copies, because why not? It's a 10k combo, and you can summon 3 drops and below for free, or just a KO 3 drops and below. But we'll see where this card goes. It seems okay. Next card we have is Son Goku, 25k body, 4 cost, yellow card, 10k combo, Saiyan trait, and with the effect on play / when attacking, choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it can't switch your active mode during your opponent's next turn. This card is kind of ridiculous. 10k combo, 25k body. I wish it had like 30k attack, but its ability is so strong, it's understandable why it doesn't have more attack. So on play and when attacking, it just keeps a card in rest mode. That means 2 times you can keep 2 separate cards in rest mode that turn. And then the next turn you could just keep 1. But the first turn you could keep 2 separate cards in rest mode. This card is going to synergize with so many different cards in yellow. Like, yellow loves to put things in the rest mode. Like, it has synergy with the 1 cost Frieza. It has synergy with Cooler. Synergy with Pressure Ball. Pressure Ball is getting more value. Synergy with Death Ball, surprisingly. And we will see more Death Ball because of the new Vegeta leader. At least I believe so. Synergy with Kui. Kui's an amazing card that more yellow decks need to run. I understand that it's mainly Frieza running this card and sometimes Cooler, but I'm sure that Vegeta will also run this card. And of course has synergy with Golden Frieza, and it will have synergy with the 1 drop Bulma. So you have Golden Frieza, you have Goku teaming up like in terms of power, and you just keep 2 cards in rest mode permanently. This card is pretty solid, kind of similar to Goldo and the new 3-drop Frieza. However, like the new 3-drop Frieza, this card can keep any card in permanent rest mode. So that's pretty nice. I would say if you play this card, you could run it at like 2 to maybe 4 copies. I'd say 2 to 3. Maybe in the new Vegeta deck you'd want to run at 4. We'll see if they have more Saiyan support in yellow. And because of this effect that they keep trying to do, or they keep wanting to keep cards in rest mode, maybe the Goku that was revealed a few weeks ago that wants to see 3 cards in rest mode and it gains 5k power may actually be kind of decent. Honestly, I kind of doubt it, but hey, if they keep giving us cards that keep cards in rest mode, Riello might just be a pain in the butt to deal with, but putting the cards in rest mode first is the thing. How do you get them into rest mode in the first place? We have a lot of cards that will put a single card in a rest mode, but we haven't had a card that puts 2, 3, there's multiple cards in the rest mode. If we get a yellow card that puts multiple opponent's cards into rest mode, then this card would just become so much better. If like there was a 1-drop that just put 2 cards in the rest mode, like this card would be busted. It'd be absolutely busted. Even if there was like a 2-cost extra card that did it, like it would still be good. Like a 2-cost extra card, put 2 cards in rest mode, summon this on 6 energy. It's like, it's kind of strong. But that's just speculation. On to the next card. We have Vegito. Oh yeah, this is our final card, and the SCR revealed for this set. I believe that's a secret rare, and it's 30k power, 5 cost, a blue card, 5k combo, 50k combo. Yeah, 5k combo, my bad. With the Saiyan Patara trait. With the effects, on play, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with cost 5 or less and return it to its owner's hand. And activate main once per turn. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, switch this card to active mode. Now, a lot of people don't really think this card is that great. Honestly, when I looked at it, I thought, this card seems kind of nice. But really, it's kind of okay. There's nothing really special about this card. It's able to attack twice, similar to Wally, which has its pros and its cons. Being able to attack twice means on its second attack it will be in active mode, so you don't have to worry about it being attacked if you don't want to. You can attack once, put on active mode, make it so it doesn't get attacked. It's a 5 cost, so it won't get hit by cards that hit 4 costs and below cards. But it is a 5 cost. So if they hit you with the trunks that bounces a 5 cost card, then this card will get hit. However, unlike other double attacking cards, this card has 5k combo, so it's not the worst thing to have in your hand. If you want, you could just combo it away. And the thing that I don't care for this card is that it's only a 30k body. However, I guess if it was a 35k body, then they would make it have 0 combo. But if it had 0 combo and 35k body, I think this card would be like a lot stronger. Or they could just take away its first effect, where just choose to bounce a card, like bouncing a card, return it to opponent's hand. I mean, it's pretty decent if you do it to like a double striker like Golden Frieza, or it's difficult to say this effect is like good. Like, you do it to a blocker, sure. You do it to a double striker, could be okay, but a lot of double strikers have pretty good on play effects. You use it to bounce Golden Frieza, that's probably the best one you're going to bounce. But if you use it to bounce the 5-drop Goku, that means they get to reduce a card's power by 20k again. You do it to Vegeta, which is going to see more play. You're going to bottom deck a 4 cost and below card. You do it to Android 1718, which could be seen as a 5 cost if you have the other Gogeta that reduces its cost by 1. Then they get to destroy 2 3 drops and below. Like, sure, you could bounce like the new 3-drop Android 17 or whatever. It gives you the option to bounce, but a lot of times just bouncing a card isn't amazing. Like, unless it's like a really good 4 cost like Cooler, or even the 4-drop Frieza, it's kind of whatever. Just putting a card back in your opponent's hand. Sure, they lose tempo, and that's always nice, but I mean, them losing tempo is like really good. I won't lie. Like, putting a double striker back in their hand is pretty strong, but it's just not an amazing effect. It's kind of weak. It's very underwhelming. But there are good things to this card. I believe this card will see play, and this will see play mainly in Trunks leader decks because they have Final Hope Slash. For 1 energy, you choose your leader up to 1 of your battle cards and it gets 20k power for the battle. And choose up to 1 of your battle cards with a cost of 2 or less and return it to its owner hand. So, you use Final Hope Slash, you make Vegito have a 50k swing, very annoying. Your opponent may take it, or they'll just use a super combo and a 10k and a 5k, or 2 super combos. They would have to use 4 cards, maybe. Like, it's a pretty strong combo. Or you could even use Gallic Gun Not as strong, but hey, at least you have the option. Why not? Galagun's a 15k, and blue has a lot of 10k, so this could possibly be a 25k combo. You play this combo with the Bulma. Her effect is if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand during this turn, the next time you use an extra card from your hand, reduce the cost by 1 blue. So pretty much Final Hope Slash and Galagun will both cost 0 energy to play. And this is Peel Off. Peel Off's one of the strongest cards in the game. Use this card, just loop itself, use it to get the Final Hope Slash back to your hand, because the Earthling card 1 energy, and you could use Peel Off to get Peel Off back to your hand. Just have Peel Off loops. Pretty much, if you play Vegito, this Vegito, then you're going to just play this Trunks. You're just going to utilize the energy you have to swing into your opponent over and over and over. And you could definitely just protect Vegeta with all the energy cards that you have. High combo cards that blue usually carries. And let's not forget that we have the Shin. Shin can actually add this Vegito to your hand because it has Patara in its trait. As we see here, Saiyan Patara. So Shin, on play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card of Patara as part of traits, and add it to your hand. So if you really wanted to, you could add Vegito to your hand, and unlike other Double Strike cards, well, Vegeta's a pseudo Double Strike, but still, it has 5k combo. So it's not really, it wouldn't really hurt you to add it to your hand. It's something that you can use later. If you really don't want to use it, you could just put in your energy, but again, it's 5k combo, so if it's an emergency, you could just combo it away. No big deal. So this card is, I believe, better than most people are giving it credit for. I like the art, it's pretty sick. I like the background and the blue glow and the whiteboard. The whiteboard is always nice to see. Now, I understand people giving it flack, but it's a pretty decent card. I would definitely run this, at least in Trunks decks. With Vegeta, maybe. It could work with Vegeta. Vegeta likes to swing into your opponent with big damage, and 2 30k swings isn't bad. With Goku Black, this is unnecessary. You wouldn't play this in Goku Black. Goku Black likes to turbo out the 6-cost Goku Black card, and that card summons 4-cost and below cards. This card is a 5-cost, so it doesn't work under that condition. And with the new Zamus leader, Zamus Fused, I don't really know what to think about that leader. Maybe you would play this with Zamus Fused? Possibly because you may want to run Patara-based cards in that deck. So you would just have this in there just because. But just it's not enough cards revealed so far to for me to really say if that's plausible or not. But let's go look over the cards again. We have Rumshi, decent card. If you do run it, run one copy. I don't really think you need to run two copies of this card. I would honestly run 0 of this card, but if you want to run 1, I don't see why not. Frieza, this card, I feel like you'll see play in Frieza decks, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Also, being able to permanently rest mode cards is pretty strong, pretty solid. I would definitely run 2, at least in a control Frieza deck. If you're playing an aggro Frieza deck, maybe you wouldn't run this card because it costs 3 and it's only 20k body, so that's kind of whatever, but it's not a bad card. I would definitely run it with control Frieza. You could even run this with Cooler if you really wanted to, but yeah, maybe Cooler would run it. Ginyu, I don't think would run in. I'm not sure if the new Vegeta would run it, but pretty decent card. Android 17, 18. This card's amazing, at least for Android 17. You wouldn't play this with the other green leaders. It doesn't really benefit you at all. I guess he would have some slight energy with the 5-drop Goku, but not really in a beneficial way. Like, I really like this card for the Android decks. Like, it's really good. I could even see it replacing Vegeta. I'm definitely going to replace Vegeta with this card in Android 17. But yeah, this really good card. Definitely 4 copies in Android 17. Zen Gohan Adolescence. When I first saw this card, I wasn't really too impressed by it, but after looking over everything it can do and how much synergy it has with other cards and the red leaders in general, this card is kind of nuts. In TOP and Universe 7, you would run like 3 to 4 copies easily. In Beerus and starter deck Goku, or even Universe 7, maybe 2 to 3 copies. I wouldn't really run this at 4 in the other red decks, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this card is nuts and you want to run 4 copies, but being a 5k combo, and again, it's only a 20k body on your turn. That is kind of detrimental for your opponents to be able to take it out so easily. Is not really that great to me. At least the 4 cost go on has a 25k body, so if your opponent's leader wants to take it out, they would have to combo at least a 1-drop. But this card is really strong offensively, and if you do a lot of offensive pressure, it forces your opponent to, throw away their 10k cards, and if they throw away enough 10k cards, then they'll be forced to use their 5k cards and just super combos. So offensively, this is a really good card. Definitely a 2 of in most red decks, 2 to 3, and in TOP, definitely 4. This card is pretty nuts. Son Gohan Future. Not really impressed with this card, at least so far. It's an okay card. Again, probably see play in cell decks, maybe in Android 17. We'll see, but in the other decks, maybe in Gohan, you could see some play, but I highly doubt it. I mean, maybe if we get more green cards that support this kind of 3-cost playstyle, maybe we'd see more play. But we'll see. In Cell, I would run this at like, I would try to 4 copies of Cell. In the Cell, why not? But and everything else, like run 0 to 2 copies, just because of the 10k combo. Son Goku, this card, I want to like this card. I feel it's pretty strong. You definitely run like 1 to 2 copies of this card if you really wanted to, but 25k body for 4. I know we've seen it before, but this feels kind of weak. Like, you have 3 drops with like a 25k stat line, and sure they're vanillas, but I mean, at least this is a 10k combo, so that's why I think running 2 of it is fine, but running 3 or more, it seems kind of necessary. If you're gonna run 4-cost cards, I'd really like them to be 30k bodies at least, so usually don't really run 30k 4-cost cards in yellow because those would just be the vanilla beaters, but in red there's 4-cost Goku that has 30k power, but again that's red, and yellow 25k is what you usually get for the 4-cost cards. So this card's alright. I mean, its effect is phenomenal, but we need more support to actually force multiple cards into rest mode. If we could force multiple cards into rest mode somehow, then this card would be bonkers. But for now, it's alright. Run 2 copies. And finally, Vegito. Vegito it's alright. I definitely think you'll see play with future Trunks again, and potentially Zamas Fuse, but not with Goku Black. Possibly with Vegeta, but probably not. Like, I mean, you definitely could see play with Vegeta, but when I think about this card, even with Trunks Future, you only really need to run 2 or even 1 copy of it. The saving grace is that it's a 5k combo, and that's not even like amazing, like 5k, but at least it has combo. If it had 0 combo, I mean, if it had 0 combo, then it most likely would have 35k power. And if that were the case, then people would actually like this card. Like, I'm sure people would like the card if it had 35k power. But we're talking about what ifs. We're talking about what is. And for what it is, it's alright. I would run, I guess, 1 to 2 copies. Like, maybe 1, because it can work with Future Hope Slash. Why not? But if you do want to use that combo, then definitely run 2. Why not? I wouldn't say 3. I mean, you could try 3. Why not? It's a 5k combo. But this card's alright. I'm sure, even if it doesn't see that much play, I'm sure people will spend a lot of money on it. because it's a secret rare. Why not? It'll be short printed. That's how secret rares work. But yeah, that's it. Pretty cool reveals this week. I like what we saw. And let's see. All I can really say is thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Tell me what you guys think of this week's reveals and what you think of Blazing Aura so far. Tell me what you hope to see in the future. And possibly tell me what you think of this video. I would really appreciate it. So, thanks for watching, y'all. Really appreciate it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.